Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Looking left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
That was incomplete. I'm okay with it. I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll give it on the counter. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
That's a great individual play, and I love quarterbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
At the 12-yard line, brings up third down.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get up. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Now they'll run the draw. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having a pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
From the gun, running back gets to give. slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll keep it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're testing the right side here. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Williamson. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
That's caught. It's Williamson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On second down, looking again to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Going for 6. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. Going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Williamson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. It's a draw. Makes one bad miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Tackle at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that's going to tie it up. to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He makes the catch. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The give to the back. Discards a man.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on. Give to the running back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the play.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second
This
down.
offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Going up top on first down. Wide open downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. First down here for the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.